Let's move on. Ravens Steelers. We kind of talked about this game. We all kind of gave sneaky picks out early for this game. We've got Steelers are a 3.5-point dog at home to the Ravens. Ravens getting a little 10-day rest coming into this game. They played the previous Thursday night, Dylan. How much does that factor into your decision-making going into this one?
The Ravens here have the rest advantage. You touched on that, Karter. I love the rest advantage. Sucker for the rest advantage. Love the rest advantage all year. Both teams are coming off of games that went down to the wire, last-minute wins. No one was really able to take their foot off the brake in their respective games leading up to this one. The Baltimore Ravens, averaging the most yards per play, averaging the most passing yards per attempt, and averaging the most rush yards per attempt in the NFL. They're also the most penalized offense, and they're allowing the most pass yards per game. This secondary, we've touched on it. The Ravens secondary is one of the worst in professional football. What's the one thing that Russ has brought to the table? I'm open for answers here. The one thing
the deep
ball, baby. Throw it up to Pickens. Throw it up to Mike Williams. Again, he'd be great in New York if the Jets would go get a wide receiver. It's the deep ball. That one post to Mike Williams. That was screw it. Mike Williams down there somewhere, right? And this is. It's tough. The Ravens have the rest advantage. Their offense is great, but that secondary is not very good, and I trust Russell Wilson and the Steelers to exploit that. These are two great rush defenses, but Pittsburgh has the edge in the air. The Steelers also have the best red zone defense in the league, allowing touchdowns on under 40% of the time. Kyle Hamilton injured his ankle, I believe, in Thursday Night Football. If he's out, this makes this even worse for the Ravens. I like the Steelers here. Mike Tomlin, 17-11 straight up as a home underdog since 2007. Best record in the NFL over that time. Give me a Steelers. They keep rolling. I think they win. I think they beat the Ravens.
Wow. Okay. So Connor and Ben are both on Steelers money line too.
Look, I hate to do this. This comes down, everything Dylan said is valid. This comes down to one stat for me. Lamar in his 4 starts versus Pittsburgh in his career, 4 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 66 passer rating average. He's been sacked 20 times in those 4 starts versus Pittsburgh. That's what it comes down to. Divisional home dog of 3 or more under Mike Tomlin. I don't have the exact number, but I'm willing to bet it's a lot. I'm willing to bet it's a lot of wins versus not many losses. And we talked about the Steelers in the open. I have bet against them at every turn. I've been against them. I've tried to sell on them. This is where you buy in on the Steelers. This is a perfect muck-it-up game to make Lamar throw a pick or two, maybe fumble the ball. I'm on Steelers plus 3.5. I think the Steelers have a really good chance to win outright here.
Real quick question for Connor. Let's say we live in a world where the Steelers do win this game. Super Bowl contender?
I will never say a team in 2024 with Russell Wilson as a starting quarterback is a Super Bowl contender. I will not do it.
We'll be sitting here in February doing Super Bowl preview. And
I don't think
I don't think he's a Super Bowl contender. I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders.
Super Bowl preview. We've got Steelers, Russell Wilson and the Steelers facing off against Jared Goff and the Lions.
In a dome.
Ben, Steelers money line as well, huh?
Yeah. No, I think this is definitely a spot. Lamar Jackson being a 3.5 favorite on the road in a divisional game is something I don't love. I think Lamar Jackson, obviously, he is an MVP candidate. Obviously, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I do think that his running ability, scramble ability, his ability to make plays outside of the pocket is especially a factor in something that's borderline impossible to stop for the teams that don't see him very often. So I'm talking like NFC teams. He destroys NFC teams. AFC, less so. AFC North, even less than that. I mean, I know that he was able to torch the Bengals last week, but even the Bengals defense isn't immune to having
they
that
stink.
It's just full on. It's just bad. Like, it's just bad. It doesn't matter that they're in the division. But Lamar Jackson as a favorite on the road is something that I'm going to favor when they're playing a team within the division, especially the best defense or two in the league, potentially in the Steelers. So I like the Steelers win outright.
Okay, I got a little confused there, but we can move on. I have Steeler. I don't like it. I like Steeler spread, and I think Justin Tucker hits a game winner. And
you're trying to thread the needle here.
Yeah. No. Hear me out here. This is a Vegas game, classic Vegas game. Ravens win by 2. where everybody loses their Ravens -3 and everybody loses their Steelers money line. Therefore, Vegas just ka-ching wins this one because, Connor, I think I want to take the Steelers so bad. I want to take Steelers money line so bad.
Do you know how hard this was for me?
I know. But you know what also makes me think about not taking the Steelers this week? Genuinely. And this is dumb football brain by me. Connor, I feel like you're hopping on at the wrong time. I feel like you're getting in when the stock price is way too high. That's why I want to get away from you when you're getting in on Steelers stock.
Well, I'm getting in on the Steelers for this week. This is not a future position on the Steelers. This is a 1 week temporary position.
Well,
but you've been saying Steelers are going to lose, Steelers not covering, Steelers this almost every single week and losing money. And then I'm like, okay, do I just get out of the way? Do I just hide?
Maybe I'm just the anti-Steelers whisperer. Yeah, just stay away from whatever I say about this team.
That's part of my reasoning. I don't feel great about either side in this one. I'm not going to lie and say I have a strong opinion.